If this message reaches you on March 7th, something is aligning in your life. This is not entertainment, this is interruption. Out of billions of signals you could receive, your attention stopped here. Attention is energy. Energy directed with awareness becomes power. Most people scroll past moments that could change them. Your nervous system paused for a reason. By the time this ends, you will understand why this date can mark the beginning of a different identity. Certain days carry emotional weight because the mind memorizes patterns. The brain is a record of the past. The body is the memory of that past. Each morning, the same thoughts fire in the same sequences. The same emotions flood the bloodstream. Stress chemicals become familiar. Familiar becomes comfortable. Comfortable becomes identity. A calendar page flips, yet the personality remains the same. When the personality stays the same, the personal reality stays the same. A different life requires a different mind. That shift can occur in a single decision, and a decision backed by action becomes destiny. Signals from the universe are rarely fireworks in the sky. They are subtle, they are internal. A quiet awareness appears. A small discomfort with remaining the same begins to grow. A thought whispers that something greater is possible. That whisper is not random noise. That whisper is consciousness knocking. When awareness increases even slightly, you stand at a doorway between who you have been and who you could become. Most people step back because the unknown feels uncertain. Growth always lives in uncertainty. Waiting for the universe to choose you is the old model of thinking. The field of possibility responds to frequency. Frequency is created by thought and emotion combined. You do not receive what you want with words alone. You receive what you are broadcasting through your state of being. If frustration is rehearsed daily, frustration returns in new forms. If gratitude is embodied deeply, opportunities begin to match that signal. The universe is not picking favorites. It is mirroring energy. Change your energy and the reflection changes. Emotional addiction keeps people trapped. Stress becomes a chemical habit. The body craves the rush of anger, fear, doubt, or urgency. Even when those emotions create suffering, the familiarity feels safe. Breaking that addiction feels uncomfortable because the body does not want to lose its predictable chemistry. The moment you decide to think greater than how you feel, you begin withdrawing from the past. Withdrawal is not pleasant. It is powerful. On March 7th, you can interrupt the pattern instead of feeding it. A date has no meaning until consciousness assigns meaning. Significance is created by intention. Mark this day as the point where the old identity begins to dissolve. Such a choice creates a neurological event. Neurons that fire together wire together. When you consciously interrupt an automatic thought and replace it with a deliberate one, new circuits form. Repetition strengthens them, emotion seals them. A new mind begins to take shape. That is not theory. That is biology responding to intention. Interruption comes first. Catch the familiar thought before it finishes its sentence. Notice the old emotion before it spreads through the body. Awareness weakens automatic programs. Speak internally with authority. State that the old pattern no longer controls your future. That declaration is not empty motivation. It signals the brain to stop firing the usual network. Silence the rehearsal of limitation. The body may resist. Stay present. Authority over self begins with conscious observation. Rehearsal of the new self follows. Close the gap between vision and emotion. See the version of you who is calm, disciplined, focused, and grateful. Feel that state in the chest. Allow the heart rate to slow. Allow breathing to deepen. When the body feels the future before it happens, it believes the experience is real. The brain does not distinguish between a vividly imagined event and a physical one. Conditioning the body to a new emotion trains it to expect a new outcome. Embodiment completes the shift. Walk through the day as the upgraded identity. Speak with intention. hold posture with confidence, make decisions aligned with the future self. Small actions reinforce neural pathways. Consistency transforms identity. Most people will not maintain this alignment when challenges appear. External pressure will attempt to pull you back into old reactions. That moment reveals who you truly are. React unconsciously, and the past repeats. Respond consciously, and a new timeline opens. Personal transformation demands discipline. Early in my journey, many doubted the possibility of radical change through inner work. Evidence was limited, critics were loud, persistence replaced approval. Long hours of study, meditation, and practice built results slowly. No audience cheered during the quiet mornings of repetition. Progress occurred in silence. Results followed commitment, not applause. Growth required stepping beyond comfort repeatedly. Each breakthrough came after moments of wanting to quit. Comfort seduces. Familiar struggle feels predictable. Success requires stepping into unfamiliar emotions such as worthiness, certainty, and gratitude before physical proof appears. Most individuals watch inspiring messages, feel a surge of motivation, and return to old habits within hours. Inspiration without action dissolves quickly. Action anchored in repetition reshapes the brain. Reshaping the brain reshapes behavior. Reshaped behavior reshapes destiny. March 7th can become a dividing line between passive wishing and active becoming. Identity forms the foundation of experience. Manifestation is misunderstood when reduced to hoping for external rewards. Identity first, reality second. Your personality creates your personal reality. Personality consists of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Alter those three elements consistently, and the external world reorganizes. Become the person who already possesses clarity, abundance, and strength. Practice that identity until it feels natural. Natural becomes automatic. Automatic becomes life. Silence holds power tonight. Sit alone without distraction. Observe thoughts without judgment. Choose deliberately which ones deserve energy. Generate gratitude for a future that has not yet appeared physically. Feel it fully. Let the body memorize that emotion. Commit to 30 days of consistent practice. Track reactions. Correct them in real time. Growth measured daily compounds rapidly. Discipline strengthens confidence. Confidence reinforces discipline. The universe responds to coherence. Coherent thoughts aligned with elevated emotions broadcast a clear signal. Chaos produces weak results. Alignment produces momentum. March 7th can symbolize the moment you stop negotiating with old habits. Decide with clarity, act with consistency, persist through discomfort. The field does not reward hesitation, it mirrors conviction. Energy flows where attention goes. Direct attention toward possibility rather than limitation. Refuse to rehearse worst case scenarios. Refuse to identify with past failures. The nervous system adapts to repeated states. Feed it elevated states. Feed it purpose. Feed it certainty. Over time, the body accepts the new frequency as normal. When the inner state shifts permanently, the outer world reflects that shift. The universe is not testing luck, it is responding to leadership within. Lead your thoughts, lead your emotions, lead your actions. March 7th becomes powerful because you decide it marks transformation. The question is not whether the universe is choosing you. The real question is whether you are choosing to become someone greater than your past. Discipline answers that question. Consistency proves it. Action seals it. Commit before this message ends. Close your eyes and make a clear decision that March 7th will not fade into another repeated memory. Write down the identity you are stepping into. Read it every morning. Feel it every night. For the next 30 days, track your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions. When the old self appears, interrupt it immediately. Replace it with the elevated version you rehearsed. Do not wait for motivation. Discipline creates momentum. Share this commitment with someone who refuses to stay average. Return to this message whenever your focus weakens. Action begins the moment you stand up from here. The universe responds when you move.